support the team information, great split pusher, and let's be honest, she is also an assassin, so she is built to assassinate any marksman or any support that comes in a way or in a side. So Matilda and the Moscow is definitely going to be having a tough time here. Information gathering, they need to keep an eye out for this Natalia wherever she go, or potentially where she is.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see like what kind of like small gimmicks they can pull off, because again, RSG and Kingsmen are playing in two separate places here. I don't know whether the two members who have switched over are on comms with the rest of their teammates, because if they are, they could easily just be like, hey Lino, hey Jason, what you doing here? Oh, you're chilling here? Okay, quickly tell your teammates like, hey, he's hiding my turtle, let's get him now.
I'm just going to remind you again that I don't think it's about comms. I think it's just on the fact that they're still going to be sitting in the same room. At this point, I feel Kingsmen or RSG, they're going to be saying like, let's not talk too much because of the elephant of the room. But speaking of room, right now we are currently entering a beautiful view of the Land of the Dawn. This is the first game of the second BO3 of the charity show match. Let's see who will be coming in strong here.
Yeah, I want to know who exactly is going to be the imposter for their team, but let's find out. Sana taking a good bit amount of damage, but is able to get those wisps and auto attack onto Fenrir at level 1. Really nicely done, and as long as he's moving around, he can build up those wisps for an empowered auto attack to make sure that he is harassing. Oh dear, Bambi getting some good damage onto LY4, but they got to start pulling back his deity. He's getting right up into their faces, potentially with those execution. Deity! Oh! He doesn't take the ejector, quickly takes the smart missiles at the last second.
Oh man, that was a really quick call as well. And also at the same time, that we also have a great view on how soft he actually is. But anyway, first blood is going to be drawn on the side here as A1, A2 was able to pick up a beautiful kill, and that's still going on with this onslaught. Deity is going to be the next to follow up. LY4 instantly has to back away. He knows that the minute he gets caught, that's going to be the end for his life. He instantly has to quickly run away. Fenrir, however, don't think he's going to be that going to be lucky, but that is going to be a double kill for Sana, and an unofficial one, by the way.
Oh yeah, and Sana should be very happy, because I mean, when you have Matilda, the movement speed is super important. She has ways to buff herself to get more movement speed and build those wisps to get that extra damage. So if you think you're safe when you're running away at 1 HP, don't think so. Oh, A1, A2 baiting it out. Nicely done. Purposely just taking the damage from the wave, but he's going to get that. Ooh, the refrag coming here from Fenrir, making sure that he takes him out for a great trade.
Woo, Kingsmen really taking a chapter out of RSG book from last game. Now they are on the offensive, constantly looking for fight as much as possible. However, this time, dear, Bambi is to get tossed all the way back to the tier 1 tower. Fortunately enough, he has the flicker, but like we all know as well, that is his sole disengagement skill, but that's going to be enough as Lun will be able to find the kill on LY4, and that's going to be pushing it back by a little bit.
Yeah, oh my goodness, I did not expect the amount of damage coming out of Sana. This was so early on into the game. It looks like they don't have enough magic resist to protect themselves from those wisp buildups. So, oh, this is going to be a very rough early game for the Kingsmen side. RSG have to play it slow. They need their team composition is dependent on items. So once they start building that up, then we're going to see a much more comfortable and smoother early game.
Ooh, Fenrir is going to be finding Lun, going to be doing some deformer damage to instantly back up, but it looks like on the bottom lane, beautiful gangs coming in, and that's going to be the end for Jason once again for the 3rd time here. And I think at this point, I don't think it's going to be really hard time for him if he returns to the lane. Aeon pops in the ultimate, try to sustain it a little bit, try to fall back at the same time. Fenrir trying to find the opening for his team, instantly finding Lun, not giving him an opportunity to get into his ultimate at the same time as he controls him. Sana tries to run. LY4 comes in with a Dawn Rose, but sadly will not be able to connect on Sana. Fenrir finding an opportunity from the side to dive into the mix with the claw dash. Deity taking the initial tank from the first tier tower. Sana will still get the kill here. Double kill, killing spree on the top side. It is not looking great for RSG so far.
No, it is not. I guess this kind of explains why they probably are not on comms at this point, because it could have been much cleaner knowing that these guys are professional players. So that shouldn't have been too much of an issue. But right now, Aeon is making that run, using that flowing blood to get on out of there. Matilda finding another kill, and this time onto LY4. 2 deaths 3 minutes into the game, unheard of.
Oh, definitely for sure. Sana definitely having ball of a time here as she's literally just constantly going for the rope. By the way, there is the spear flip, and instantly that's going to be the end for A1, A2. However, that is going to be a trade for the turtle. Definitely not the best of trade, but they want to try to create some form of space for Jason at his bottom side.
Yep, Sana getting some good damage, chunking Aeon down to about 50%, about 65% of his HP. But they need to start breaking out, getting that free gold off that barrier as much as they can, and they should be able to take the turn here with the help of that siege minion. They trade one tower each.
Ooh, Spear of Darkness going to be trying to clear out as much of the waves as much as possible, but sadly, not enough to really slow things down. However, I just love the fact that how Kingsmen is just trying to mirror on what RSG is doing right now. If they're pushing totally towards that bottom lane, they're going to try to trade out towards this top side. So both this team is trying to get as many equal trade as possible. However, a beautiful gank coming in as he shuts down Fossa.
I don't think it's the best idea though, because the Kingsman's composition is more designed to actually take these turns with no issue whatsoever. Oh, A1A2 is able to make the counterplay here. He needs to turn off his passive here, or at least hit something. Jason taking a little too much damage here, but it's going to allow LY4 to pick it on up. Kingsman down on towards the bottom side here. Can't really do too much about Zask as he is just absolutely destroying these turrets. Davey finding the ejector and the unstoppable force onto their Khufra doesn't exactly get too much. Flickers on out of there. Oh dear, Bambi playing off of his role, but still doing a phenomenal job.
He is doing a really great job, and the best part about it, he hasn't died at all in this game. But Deity not having the best of times, he gets slowed down by Lun in this game. But on the bottom side here, Forza's going to be able to get a second kill in the game as he shuts down LY4. Still going for the on as the rotation comes in as he secures another kill for the team. But Fenrir trying to make a best of the trades here, the best of both worlds here as he tried to look for the fight for himself. Jason re-engaging the mix as well, but he realized that A1, A2 just has a little bit too much HP for him to deal with this.
I think the biggest thing is that the fact that he has that disarm ability. Jason can't really do too much. He can only set up the ganks, but he doesn't have enough items to make himself win this 1v1. And once again, A1, A2 very happy in his position. He can just keep beating Zilong down until he gets his first item under wraps. But the rest of Kingsmen, the rest of RSG are sick of this. They want to take him out. Oh dear, Bambi is cut off from his offlaner. They take out A1, A2, and now are trying to get on top of him, but the rest of the Kingsmen are here to save the day. Zask blowing them back, forcing them back into their base.
Woo! The win guy was really great as well as he pulls even more of his members closer towards the back line of the RSG team here. LY4 will still be able to evacuate with puncture here, but how long can they hold this out? I don't think they will have no choice but to give up this tier 2 tower, because Zask is constantly shredding that tower like it was nothing here. And that was even better, there was no Marsha there. A1, A2 was not even there to really assist with that one.
Yep, but Masha is going to match Jason up inside that top lane again. A1, A2 ready to go for another fight.
Oh, no,
he is significantly ahead. Deity doesn't see it. Well, face checks it, but he should be A-okay with the ejector and a great use of his smart missiles to mitigate the damage. But this top side, oh boy, Lud walking right on in. Fenrir getting caught out. You don't want to be caught in a position like that. He got a little greedy, and that is going to mean that Jason has to pull away to look for another side of the map. Oh dear, Bambi still surviving with literally the perfect KDA, but Sana, he is in trouble. He can't do much about this. Oh dear, Bambi doesn't bother sacrificing himself for Sana's life. He is just trying to maintain that KDA.
And the best part about it is, well, that the rest of the members of Kingsmen, they don't really need to go for the rotation to assist either way, because they told themselves, like, you know what, it's fine. If Sana were to die, it's totally fine. We can at least get some objective, get some form of trade that's even better compared to kills here. By the way, there goes the ejector. A1, A2 is not going to be able to secure that buff for himself or the team here. But either way, on the other side, our dear friend Fenrir is going to be able to get a beautiful kill on A1, A2, and hopefully that will slow things down here.
Yeah, Fenrir is still trying to look for that execution, but now he gets caught out by Oh dear Bambi, and once that bouncing ball is activated and on top of Natalia, she has no options of escape. And oh, this is a rough matchup. As you can see, RSG just falling behind as the Kingsmen taking full advantage of their composition.
A couple of harass coming in from Lun itself, but anyway, here comes Odia. Bambi jumps into the mix with the Titan Revenge. However, he gets thrown all the way to the back line, and that will be his first death in this game. But on the other hand, Forza was able to find find dear friend chasing him, puts him down to the ground since he was trying to go for that jungle invasion. DNT trying to find an opportunity with the ejecting himself, but here comes the rest of the team. Sana down to the next control with the wing guy. However, the non-stop of a force followed by the damage was a little bit too much for the rest of the team. But Loon stepping things up as he melts player after player here. But he finally falls here and gets shut down here. Unfortunately, A1, A2 wasn't really in the fight there. But think of it this way, it's a 4v5 here.
Yeah.
And Kingsman was still able to get quite an amount of damage here.
Yeah, this was actually not too bad. They were able to trade 3 for 3 while still down. Not especially with the odds against them. Nothing they could really do. Oh man, oh dear, Bambi's absolutely shredding Fenrir here. He's trying to get those bouncing balls, but unfortunately misses Fenrir. Good kites, and what did he do? He doesn't notice him in time. He didn't try to go for the blind shockwave play, but it's gonna be okay.
Toss him, DT. No, I was hoping for DT to toss him out of it.
Third imposter syndrome right there.
But anyway, going back into the game as well, we see the rest of the members of Kingsmen slowly grouping up once again. Here comes the initiation coming in from Odia Bambi. DT is going to be able to toss him all the way to the back line. Aeon pumping out the ultimate, but gets suppressed. He pops out the winter truck and trying to waste more time as much as possible. He has to flickers out, but instantly gets picked up by Odia Bambi. Coming to the mix as well. A1, A2 gets a little bit down low, too low here, but he's still alive. He's still well here. And A1, A2, however, instantly gets assassinated away, and it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade for the Kingsmen.
Oh dear, Bambi with that bouncing ball, just stopping any kind of disengage coming in from LY4. Even the lunge got blocked, so off of that one mistake, getting punished again. Kingsmen in full lead of this game, 25 kills to 14, 6 turrets to 4. This is oh wait, hold on, Jason. He might actually be able to pick up Sana here, but no, he does not. Sana just dances circles around him.
No, Sana was literally like, you can't touch this at all. However, Fenrir has another thing to say about it. With the silent was literally long enough for him to lock him down, get the kill.
Oh my God.
Balloon was able to spray him down with the ultimate here, with the sentry. But ooh, thankfully enough, he tried to eject him all the way across the wall, but the wall was actually denying him, and he will still be falling back. But in the end, he still fell towards the amount of nuke damage that the team is currently throwing at him. Another ejector on top of Odia Bambi. He tries to run away, pumps the ultimate, even the bouncing ball to try to get the kill on Deity. However, you gotta be careful because this is Giant the fighter with the smart missile. Ooh, Flicker trying to get out of the situation, but in the end, he will fall here.
Unfortunate. He could have gone for the rune if he wanted to, but he's just buying time so that Forza can actually catch up. But unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get it just yet. Oh, Fenrir, it's a 1v1, but can he do it? The immunity is good. He tries to blink, but that Spear of Darkness securing the fight. And Lauren already crashing in to try and end this game. A1, A2 getting right on top of things. Pops the Aegis as quickly as he can just to buy a little bit more time for the rest of the team to catch up. But Forza, he's back up to full, and he's ready to fight. He is full of damage.
And speaking of full damage, Aeon is getting hammered by 2 of the members here. Forza, Sana, diving to the mix as well. Deity trying to buy a little bit more time. Instantly melts down the Lord, but the turret, the crystal instantly gets broken down by the Kingsmen here. And that will be the first game for the second BO3. And then it goes to the hands of Kingsmen, with, of course, with the addition of Forza and Sana.
This is a pretty good game because, I mean, both sides had a very clear idea of how they wanted to play. It looks like Kingsmen, they just took advantage of the early game lead that they had and just kind of ran with it. I think the mistake that RSG initially had was to kind of match them. And when you're up against like a Zas, you're up against a Masha as well, there is really no contention when it comes to pushing objectives like towers.
Yeah, and also the CC coming out for the rest of the hero as well. It was really difficult for the Jawhead to really try to make a play for the team too. And every and the best part about it, every time he tries to make a play, there's Odia Bambi diving into the mixer, and he has no choice but to fall back because he's the only one that can really control and try to secure his teammates in that early stage of the game here. And I feel like after that, Odia Bambi is just like, all right, since this Joy, it cannot be as mobile as I am, it cannot be as initiative as I am as well. Let's try to gang it out of lane. Let's constantly look for fights, roam around, and literally, like I said during the game, they took a chapter from RSG from the last game here and tried to get and assert dominance in that early game towards that transition towards that mid game.
Yeah, it's a pretty clean mix and match here and there. But I think Matilda just a great showing by far. That early game, the early game with the wisps, like, oh man, I did not expect Jawhead,
so
even
mobile.
with like. Yeah, even with the nerfs onto Jawhead, I don't think it's like the biggest of nerfs. It's
Yeah,
not the biggest shield, but like 100, what was it, 140 shields now that they've reduced it from 300?
No, it was 600 to 300.
600 to 300. So 300 shields, right? And